Hey Success Master, it's Jessen here. Just wanted to wish you all a happy new year. I know it's the 2nd of January. Happy New Year was yesterday, but it's still a new year. But most people were just getting back into the swing of things yesterday on the 1st of January. And I understand there's lots of people out there telling you how to set goals, how to achieve goals and all this kind of stuff. And I think it's important to understand that goal setting is not necessarily about goal setting, it's about goal getting. So going and getting those goals is very important. So I just wanted to share with you a very fast hack, a very quick way of setting goals. I know you've probably done this already. Maybe some of you have set goals, you've set intentions, and maybe you're defaulting already. I don't know, but I just wanted to give you a quick way of how you can actually set goals and achieve them, and then keep them simple. And make sure you're doing the right things necessary to be able to achieve those goals in 2019, okay? So what I'd like you to do is stay focused while you're watching this. If you're able to, take some notes. Otherwise, come back and watch it again and make some notes, because this is an interactive session. I want you guys to get a lot more. This is not just a regular Facebook Live. This is more of a teaching Facebook Live. So what I'd like you to do is take notes if you can. And if you're able to share this video, so even if you're watching on the replay, share this video with someone else who might need to hear it, or share it right now whilst you're watching it. If you're watching it live, that would be fantastic, okay? So good. So let me get straight into it. Setting goals is about keeping it simple, because most of the time people are going around setting difficult goals or too detailed goals or too many goals, right? And look, I want to prove this to you. I want you to go back into your mind for 2018 and ask yourself, last year, did I achieve absolutely every single goal I set myself? Okay, and if you didn't, hey Chris, happy New Year to you too, brother. I hope you and the family are well. Ask yourself the truth. Have you achieved absolutely everything that you set out to achieve in 2018? And I'm going to be honest, I didn't. I achieved a lot of it, but I didn't achieve all of it. And what I learned from that is that perhaps I gave myself too much. Gave myself a bit of more than I can chew, so to speak. So what I want to encourage you to do is to be super specific and simple about your goal setting in 2018. So I'm going to 2019. So I'm going to encourage you to set goals in these 3 key areas of your life. I know there's lots of areas of your life. People talk about your wheel of life and things and stuff like that, right? There's 7 or 8 or 10 key areas of your life, and whilst I think that's relevant, I just don't think it's appropriate or useful when it comes to achieving your goals or setting your goals. So here's what I like to do. I want you to set your goals in these 3 key areas, and I want you to just set 1 to 3 maximum goals per area, so that you don't have too many things to be focusing on over the next 12 months. So first area I'd like to set some goals are in your personal life. Now these are this could be health-related goals. So this is where your fitness goal goes in. This is where your relationship goal goes in, or this is where your traveling goal or your life experience goal goes in. Yeah. So write down 1 to 3 goals that you have that you want to achieve in 2019 in your personal life. Okay. Area number 2, your professional life. 1 to 3 goals that you'd like to achieve in your professional life. Now this is relating to your job or your career. Or your business, right? So what's the goal? Like, so for example, you want to double the size of your company in the next 12 months. You want to double the amount of customers that you have in the next 12 months. Or another professional goal might be that you want to learn a new skill. So you may want to become a trained professional speaker, or you want to learn neuro-linguistic programming, or you want to learn digital marketing. Whatever it is, write it in here, okay, in your professional area of your life, okay? The next area of your life, the last area of your life that I want you to set 1 to 3 goals in, it could be just 1 in this area, but it needs to be something specific, is your financial life, okay? I want you to set a financial target for yourself, and this is personal income, okay? You can set business income goals here as well, but I always like to base it or pulse check it off of your personal income. What are you personally earning, pulling into your personal bank account every single month? So maybe set yourself a personal goal, a personal financial goal, should I say, in that area. Okay, so keep it simple. 3 areas: personal, professional, financial life. Just set 1 to 3 goals in these areas. Okay, once you've done that, park that to one side for a moment. Here's what I'd like you to do now. I want you to be honest with yourself and write down what could stop you from achieving these things in 2019. What are the things that could actually stop you or prevent you from achieving these goals in 2019? Now, I want you to be very, very specific about things like your behavior. Yeah, what aspects of your behavior? Perhaps you procrastinate too much. Perhaps you get distracted. Perhaps you lack focus. You lack discipline. Perhaps you lack clarity. Write down some of the things, some of the behavioral patterns that you've noticed in yourself. And again, this is for you. It's not for nobody else. It's just for you. Be honest with yourself. Write down some of the behavioral patterns that have stopped you or prevented you in the past from achieving your goals. Write those down. Write down those behaviors or patterns that could stop you from achieving your goals in 2019, in this year, right? I'd also like you to write down, are there any things about your environment? Are there any environmental factors that could stop you from achieving your goals in 2019? Maybe it's the place that you work. Maybe it's your office. Maybe you're working from home, or whatever it is that you're working at. Maybe it's too distracting. Maybe your environment's not conducive to that. Maybe, and I'm going to be very honest, maybe you're in an unsupportive relationship, or maybe you have unsupportive people in your life right now that are not conducive to you achieving your goals. Okay, I want you to just be honest, just write this all down. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do, once you've made this list of things, is put a cross next to the ones that you're committed to changing so that you can achieve your goals. Like, what are the behavioral patterns and environmental factors that you are committed to changing to achieve your goals this year? Okay, now this is a crucial step of this goal setting or goal getting process, because many of us set these goals and then we don't take stock of the behaviors or the environmental factors that stop us from achieving them. Okay, so put a cross next to the ones that if you stopped doing that, if you changed that, you would achieve your goals. Okay, just be honest. Look at the ones that have stopped you before. Like, is there a particular behavior of yours, like procrastination, that has stopped you from achieving greatness last year, and would potentially stop you from achieving greatness this year if you carry on like that? Is there a person? Is there someone that you might need to hang around less with that prevented you from achieving your goals last year, that would potentially stop you from achieving them this year as well, right? Just be honest. Put a cross next to the ones that you are committed to changing. Okay, now once you've done that, the ones that you've committed to changing, I would like you to do this. I'd like you to write down what you should do instead. What should you do instead? Okay, so for example, how should you behave instead? For example, if you're one of the things that you're committed to changing is procrastination, so what should you do instead? Obviously it's no-brainer, right? You don't procrastinate. Like, be more proactive. Be more, just be a go-getter. Just get stuff done. Okay, don't delay. Okay, be specific with this. Okay, what should you do instead? If it's a new behavior, write down the new behavior. Okay, if it's to change something about your environment, so maybe it's to not work from home. So, okay, where should you work instead? Do you need to go and get an office space? Do you need to go and get a hot desk somewhere? Do you need to go to the library? Do you need to go to a hotel lobby, a coffee shop? What is it? What do you need to do instead? Okay, and if it's people, who do you need to hang around with instead, right? If there's someone that you need to spend less time with, then who do you need to hang around with instead? Okay, write that down. Like, what do you need to do? Okay, now this is really, really important. Okay, because I want you to focus on doing these things, so behaving differently, so behaving in the way that you've just written down, and also changing your environment in the way that you've just written down too. Okay, those two things are going to really, really skyrocket your goal achievement this year. I promise you that. Okay, now once you've done that, I would like you to go back to your goals. Go back to the goals that you've set yourself in your personal, professional, and financial life. Go back to those goals. And once you've gone back to those goals, I would like you, next to each of those goals, just to write down some actions that you should be doing, on a daily or weekly or even monthly basis that would help you achieve that goal. Now, this is not a to-do list. I don't want you to be creating another to-do list attached to the goal. Like, for example, in order to, I don't know, get my body fat down to 15%. I need to do this. Like your brain's gonna frazzle, okay? It's just gonna fry, okay? What I'd like you to do is just to write down some key actions you should be taking, not a to-do list, but key actions you should be taking consistently to achieve this goal. So for example, if it's a fitness goal, one of the key actions you could make are to simply make better decisions on a daily basis about my health. Now, that could be very generic. That could be about you going out to a restaurant and you've got the option of having fried food or grilled food. That's a healthier option, okay? Choose a different option. It might be make a better choice about, whether you work out or not. Make a better choice about what how much you sleep, whatever it is, when you go to bed, whatever. Just make sure a key action of that is written down next to the goal you want to achieve, okay? If you've got a financial goal, for example, of making £10,000 a month, whatever it is, write down what are some of the key actions you should be taking every day or every week to achieve that goal. So for example, you might say that every day I'm going to focus on at least three income generating activities every day. That's just an action I'm going to be doing. It's going to become a new behavior of mine. Okay. Now, the reason I'm asking you to do this, and stay sort of more focused on actions rather than to-do lists and checkpoints, is because I want you to be more outcome focused, not task orientated. I'll say that again. I want you to be more outcome focused, not task orientated. And what that means is that you're focusing on the outcome you want to achieve, not focusing on the tasks that you need to tick off. Right? Look, I've been guilty of this before, where I must write stuff down and tick it off, tick. It just doesn't get me anywhere, right? It just makes me more frustrated, okay? I'm just going to focus on the big, juicy actions that are going to help move me towards the goal that I've set myself, okay? Now, here's the thing. The key is consistency with this. This is why I was saying, like, be absolutely brutally honest with yourself about the behaviors and the environmental factors that could prevent you from achieving these goals, because some of that, maybe one of your behaviors is that you lack consistency. You're not consistent with what you do. Okay, your goal getting over the next 12 months is going to come down to you being consistent with certain key actions, not necessarily to-do lists, but certain key actions that are going to propel you forwards in 2019. Okay, so it's important that you obliterate any behavioral or environmental factors that could prevent you from moving forwards. Okay, so be sure to make sure you've got the right actions in place. Okay, another tip I want to give you is something that's that served me well last year, and I'm going to be doing a lot more of it this year, is to remember to read your goals every morning and at night. Every morning and at night. And ask yourself, be honest with yourself, have you been behaving? Say, have I been behaving in a way that will help me achieve my goals? And if the answer is no, change it, okay? But most people, they don't just give up on their goals, they forget about their goals. They actually write stuff down and then forget about it. I've done this before. I've written goals down on the 1st of January, and I get to the end of the year and I don't actually remember what my goals were. Why? Because they weren't at the forefront of my mind. I wasn't reading them every day, and I wasn't reading them every night, right? Like you've got to just read these things. Like, read your goals in the morning and read them at night. Read them during the daytime as well if you need a quick boost or a quick pick-me-up or a quick reminder, okay? But why am I asking you to read them? Because reading them at least twice a day, is going to imprint on your unconscious mind. And I want you to understand how your mind works. Yeah, you probably, if you're following Success Mastery, you're following me, you probably understand. And if you don't understand what this is, Google it. But what the unconscious and the conscious mind are. Okay, we've got a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. We've got two minds. In fact, there's an argument that we've got 7 minds, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Okay, so conscious mind and unconscious mind. Your conscious mind sets the goals. So you consciously write down, just like you've been doing in this exercise, write down the goals you want to achieve. You consciously write down what you want to achieve, okay? Your conscious mind will set the goal. Your unconscious mind will get the goal. And what I'm getting at is you've probably heard of the law of attraction, right? Where you put stuff out into the universe. Okay. Now, clearly, you don't just put stuff out into the universe and sit there and hope you achieve it, right? No, you've got to take some action. Okay. This is where I believe sometimes the law of attraction can be misinterpreted or flawed, where people just think that they just need to put out good energy and put out what they want into the universe and they'll achieve it. Yes, that's true. However, there are key actions, which is why I say focus on some actions that you need to take consistently to get you to where you want to go. Okay. But what I'm getting at is when you set the goal with your conscious mind, your unconscious mind will go about achieving it, will go about getting it for you. Why? Because you've set the goal of your conscious mind, you read it every single day, twice at the minimum. It will sink even more into your unconscious mind. And what will happen? What you'll start to discover over the next year is that your goal achievement will feel at some point where it's just miraculously fallen out of the sky. Like literally it's just come out of nowhere. Why? It's because your unconscious mind is out there actively looking for it. Yeah. So maybe, maybe you'll make a relationship or you'll partner up with someone or you'll collaborate with someone that would grow your business exponentially and ultimately help impact on your personal income this year. And that might happen in September. I don't know. It might not happen straight away. But what I'm getting at is that most people set themselves this benchmark of achieving stuff and they want it to happen straight away. Just be consistent and allow your unconscious mind to start putting it all together, to start getting the resources, gathering the resources and the things that you need in order for you to achieve your goal. Okay, so it's very, very important that you put the intention out there. Remember, your conscious mind sets the goal, your unconscious mind will go and get the goal. Okay, now another good thing that I want you, another good behavior that I'd love for you to adopt in order to achieve your goals this year is this. I would like you to act every single day, every day. I want you to act as if you already achieved these goals. Act as if you already have achieved your personal, professional, and financial goals. Just behave like you've already got it. Okay. What that's going to do for you is it's going to make you vibrate on a different level. It's going to make you feel like on top of the world. It's going to make you feel like you've done it, right? And that creates a sense of excitement for you, which will ultimately keep you pumped and keep you motivated. And when you act as if you've already got it, it's like imagining, it's what they call, visualizing or creative visualization. Like just act as if, like even if every morning you close your eyes and you actively visualize the fact that you've achieved all of these things, like what that's going to do is going to pump you up and excite you. Why? Because your brain can't tell the difference between what's real and what's not. Okay. So the good thing about that is that it makes you feel great. And when you feel great, you will do the things necessary to go and move forwards and take action on your goals. Okay. So remember, let me just leave you with this. People say you don't achieve your goals because of fear or because of you make mistakes or because you surround yourself with the wrong people. These things are true. They contribute to the fact that you don't achieve your goals. But I want you to remember this. The number one reason why people don't achieve their goals, and that could be including you watching this right now, the number one reason why people do not achieve their goals is plain and simple. They settle for something less. I'm going to say that again. The number one reason why people don't achieve their goals is because they settle for something less. So, my friends, if you're watching this video and you've done the exercises, if you haven't, go back and do them, because there's no point watching this video if you're not going to do the exercise. Okay? Set your goals. Be super clear on what it is that you want to achieve this year. Set the right actions. Make sure you're clear on what behaviors and what environmental factors, things that could stop you from achieving your goals. Make sure you're clear on all of these things. Make sure you're committed to behaving differently. Make sure you're committed to changing your environmental factors. Okay? Then make sure that you're clear on what the actions are you need to take, what are the consistent actions you need to take. Make sure you're reading your goals morning and night, daytime as well if you have to. Remember that your conscious mind sets the goal, your unconscious mind gets the goal. Remember all of that and just act as if you've already done that. Just act as if you already are achieving these things. And just remember, people, don't settle for less. Don't settle for less, because settling for less is the number one reason why we don't achieve our goals. Many of you watching this, if you're honest with yourself, didn't achieve what you wanted to achieve in 2018 purely because you were comfortable with what you already had. You were actually comfortable. You wasn't uncomfortable enough with your situation to change it. And that's the number one reason why people don't move, right? So be honest with yourself, be honest with how you behave, be honest with what it is that you do, and make sure you, do not settle for less, okay? Just go out there and smash your goals in 2019. Now, I'm curious as to how this video serves you. So if you've done the exercises, I would love for you, and if you're just joining us, go back and watch the beginning of this live, otherwise you're gonna miss the whole point. This is an important exercise for you guys to do to help you achieve your goals. Hey Sarah, how you doing, my lovely? Happy New Year to you. This is an important exercise for you guys to do. Go ahead and watch the video back. Make sure you're free from distractions. Have a pen and a pad ready. Do what I ask you to do, and I promise you 2019 will be your best year ever. I promise you that. And I'm curious to hear what the feedback is. So like, share, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. If you've done this, if it was useful, whatever it might be. And please do me a favor, please. My goal this year, one of my big goals, is to reach even more people than I already have. And one of the ways I want to do that is by collaborating more and leveraging my existing network. So if you're watching this video right now, you're within my network, whether you're just following us on Success Mastery or you're seeing this on a sponsored ad, or however you're seeing this video, somewhere along the lines, we've crossed paths, and therefore I see you as part of my community. And I would love for you to do this for me. I would love for you to share this video. Share it with your network right now, because somebody out there needs to know how to smash their goals in 2019. Someone out there right now that needs to clear the fog, demystify what's going on with goal setting, and just keep it simple and get started. Other than that, thank you so much. If you love this video as well and you're not already doing so, please like and follow Success Mastery. Just click on the link, like our page, and then click on the setting to hear this first or see this first, so that you're in touch and you keep in touch with what we're saying. Okay, if you want to learn more about how to grow your business and how to grow your personal, professional, and financial life in the next, of the next 12 months at least, follow us here on Success Mastery, and definitely get your goal setting homework done. Until then, love you lots, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.